now I will introduce the purple squirrel, who is going to lead the second part of the workshop.
Clap it up. Questions first?
Yes.
So for those that came a little bit later, there's menti.com. The code is up there, 830114, and you can answer these questions anonymously. Do you have a strategic career playbook or a plan? If you fail the plan, your plan will fail. More yeses than no's equals, uh-oh, uh-oh. You guys now have homework. This should be it. Good crowd, 32.
Yeah.
Nice. You have a mentor. Anybody? You and Steven. Yeah. Oh, this is a good group. Two to one. Have a mentor. Some of you don't have one. Does your company have a formal mentor-protege program? I know someone from HR is here. Don't bug her.
In process, yes.
Oh boy, what nose up there? Is it because they don't have one? Or because...
Oh, nice.
No.
Good.
Good. Love it.
Yeah.
Are you a mentor to someone? Because he or she that teaches learns twice. We have some mentors in the room.
Can be a mentor without being like called a mentor?
Of course.
Yeah.
It can be very informal. Yes. Millennials, you need to mentor the baby boomers. I'll mentor you right back. They're weak on technology. I'm not, because I'm an electrical engineer. Been around computers my whole life. Do you offer constructive feedback in a positive way? Yes.
I love it.
Good. Boy, I hope you guys are being honest here.
Wow. Perfect score.
32 for nothing. Awesome. You feel comfortable receiving feedback from others? Or does it make you uncomfortable? Do you turn red? Do you cry? Good. You do both. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, au contraire, mon air. Wait till I tell you about it. There we go. Last one. You have trouble explaining your views and ideas. This is part of speak up and move up. You have to explain it to Lucy. Lucy, you have some explaining to do. Well, about half and half.
Yeah.
Good, so something to work on. Here we go. I'm going to speak about two topics that we just asked questions on. Mentorship and feedback. Before I tell you why you should have a mentor, what is a mentor? Anybody? Any guesses? Show you the ropes, I like that. Experience, pass it down. Teacher.
Guys you down a
Someone
path.
speaks up.
Guide.
Who speak up for you?
who will speak up for you. I'll make that distinction in a second. Yes, sir.
Wikipedia for your career?
Wikipedia for your
Wow.
career. Typical millennial.
Yeah. That's really good.
Sorry to break the news to you, but you can't Google experience. It's a guide, it's a coach, it's a trusted advisor, someone with an experience that passes it down to you. Now, why should you have a mentor?
Inspiration.
This is a rhetorical question. Because one good mentor could be more informative than a college education and more valuable than a decade's worth of income. Let me give you an example. I joined Toastmasters over 5 years ago. Sophia mentioned it. And in my first 39 months, I got the highest honor educationally. It's called Distinguished Toastmaster. After I got it, I changed the acronym to Devoted to Mentoring, and I've mentored many others. And I had a young gal at one of our clubs come to me and say, Gino, I'm starting a business, I'm graduating from master's in school, and I need to get this DTM thing. I got to get it behind me. I go, okay. We sat down, we went through all the requirements, 47 different speeches, club officer for a year, district officer for a year, and she did it. I did it in 39 months. She did it in 29 months. Do you get it? It's a shortcut for your career. I have another example, who's my winner now. It's a young gal. She's studying biomedical engineering, getting her master's at Florida Atlantic University. And I told her about Toastmasters, and she took it on. And she went at it. She just texted me yesterday that she became an area director, the toughest requirement to distinguished Toastmaster. And she'll get hers next June, 2020, in 28 months.
Wow.
That's the record. Now, not everybody's a record breaker. I have my pal Eddie, who put the pro in procrastination. He will be about 75 months, but he's going to get it. And I have this lovely young lady here who's been my protege for 17 years. She's a photographer today, Sarah. She's on her way to getting the Distinguished Toastmaster designation. How many months, Sarah?
I'm not even 2 years in Toastmasters yet.
I know.
It'll be 2 years in November. Probably by next June. That's what I'm shooting for.
She's probably right there, 30 months.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I have my two partners. They're also going to get it. So I'm here to create more Distinguished Toastmasters. The difference between a travel agent and a tour guide. That's what a mentor is. What does the travel agent do? Hello, I need a ticket to Russia. What are you doing? Oh, I'm going to go get to the World Cup. But a tour guide says, you know what? I'm going. Let's get on these flights here. Let's stay at this hotel in this city and that hotel in that city, and we can go to the Kremlin, and we can go to the L'Ermitage Museum, and he takes you. And these are the best restaurants to eat at. Oh, and these are the areas to avoid. He's showing you the ropes, right? So you need a mentor. Oh, yes, sir.
You were talking to a bad travel agent.
You hear about travel agent?
You were talking
Oh, I was speaking to a bad travel agent.
What was your experience? You were talking to a bad travel agent.
Bad doctors, there's bad everything. Now, we just asked about the mentor protege program, and it's coming, I hear. But I'm going to give you a little stat to push you over the edge. 71% of Fortune 100 companies have a mentor protege program. You think that's like a coincidence? That sounds like it's on purpose. So I encourage Telemundo to get one, and I encourage every one of you to belong to it, to have a mentor assigned to you. That's a formal program. But don't forget that there's informal as well. So you're welcome to go find someone that dresses like you want to dress, drives the car that you want to drive, is in the position that you want to have, that speaks like you want to speak, that acts like you want to act. Somebody you admire. Now please don't go up to that person and say, will you be my mentor? That's not a good strategy. A better strategy is to get close to them, see them at meetings, offer a cup of coffee, offer to have lunch, investigate their career, and follow them. Now, where can you find a mentor? Where you live, where you work, where you play, or where you pray, and where you went to school. All of those places, there's a mentor out there. They don't necessarily have to know about Telemundo. There's people that know about finance, about buying insurance, many things, about buying a house, about saving money. So you need mentors in your life to coach you to get that shortcut. What are the qualities of a good mentor? Somebody that's willing to do it, somebody that will listen, somebody that has time for you. So look for those qualities. Are you going to get a mentor?
Yes.
When should you get a mentor? Now. Right now, today. Go get a mentor today. It's urgent. Treat it that way. Okay? So I convinced you you're going to get a mentor?
Yes.
All right. Let me go on to the next phase of my talk, which is feedback. The best book that I've ever read on feedback is called Radical Candor by Kim Scott. Kim was an executive at Google in HR. And after many years of experience in HR, she came up with this. Now I know I'm going to get a little technical on you here. It's a quadrant, very simple. You measure from 0 to 100 how much you care about a person that you're going to give feedback. How much do you care? From not caring to you really care deeply and sincerely. And then on the other spectrum is how much do you challenge them directly? Do you kind of beat around the bush, or do you go over there and get right in their face and say, you need to do a certain thing? Now that forms a quadrant. So the ones that don't care much about you and that don't challenge you directly, it's called insincere manipulation. How many times have you ran into those people? They tell you something, it's a little bit of a fib in there, that's to their benefit. Now if you care deeply about someone, then it's called, and I'm going to draw a blank, it's called I'm stuck. Let me go to the one that I know, which is challenge directly too much and not care. That one is an a-hole. And that one is wow. That one is aggressive manipulation. Oh no, that's not right. The idea is to get to the upper right-hand quadrant, where you care deeply and you challenge directly. So somebody will come and you notice. I'm sorry, you found it?
Obnoxious aggression.
Obnoxious aggression. That's the a-hole. And the upper left.
Okay.
Ruinous empathy.
Empathy, ruinous empathy. That's it. That one's where somebody comes with a sob story. Oh, my dog died. I need to go home. And the guy goes home, and then the next day he shows up with a tattoo on his shoulder of his dog. That was a real story. So don't be too empathetic to those kind of people. But the radical candor is the best place to hang out, where you challenge people directly because you care about them. So you might see a coworker, a friend, or even a subordinate and say, you really need to do X, Y, Z. And then they're going to give you 10 excuses. Oh no, but I don't have time. Oh no, because I got to pick up my kids. Oh no, because of this or that. No, you need to do it. You really need to do it. Sign up today. Do it today. Go for it. Okay? So feedback should be given as soon as there is a behavior that you wish to change. Okay? Don't wait a year. Remember that time when you, not good. Has to be almost immediate. But remember this. You reprimand privately. So don't do it in front of a group in a meeting. So you reprimand privately and you praise publicly. So in a meeting you say, hey, good job. Thank you for doing that. But the feedback has to be as immediate as possible in order to change the behavior, in order to influence that person. Good? You have a lot of questions? Save them for the end.